We were driving down the road side by side. My youngest son driving, me in the passenger seat because he just got his license. And I said, Bud, I have something to tell you. And he kind of put his hand on my hand across. I said, I'm going to try to get through this without crying. I said, you have always treated me like Cinderella. And he interrupted and he said, that's because you're a princess. I said, let me get through this because I don't want to cry. I haven't cried so far. I said, you have always treated me like Cinderella. You take care of me. You watch over me. You scoop me up in the kitchen and you just dance me around. You grab me by the hand and you give me a kiss on the hand, or you'll give me a squeeze and kiss me on the forehead. You protect me. You watch out for me. Your words are tender and loving to me. And I need you to know that I fully recognize that my season as your Cinderella is closing very quickly. Now I'm going to interrupt my story. My son and I have always been close. We have 5 sons. We've always been close. Right about the time he was 14, there was this season where his older 4 brothers were not around because they were in school or they had moved away or whatnot. And I saw it as an opportunity to invest in my relationship with him. So we would go on a daily walk every day for 2 hours before the school started. Every Friday, we would sit and we would watercolor together, and I would look for opportunities to just slow down, not have an agenda, and just to create connection with him. And what it blossomed into was this beautiful friendship, beautiful relationship. This child is the one that sees me. He gets me. He speaks my love language the loudest, and he loves to practice being a gentleman around me. If we go on a walk and there's a slippery slope, he will brace himself in front of me and he will gently hold me by the elbow and take my hand and help me down the hill. If it rains, he will put his arm around me and he will shelter me. If it's windy, he walks around me and finds the wind and creates a windbreak. It is the most beautiful thing that I have seen in modern culture. Now, all 5 of my sons are gentlemen. All 5 of them watch out for their mom. But this guy really treats me like Cinderella. So fast forward to today, we are in the final countdown of preparation to send him to university. He's graduated high school, he's completed his associate's degree, and now the next step is the step toward rowing someday for the U.S. Olympic team. And that journey begins rowing on a Division I team with the University of San Diego. And so we're getting ready to pack him up and bring him down. And I am very, very clear and focused that my season as his Cinderella is over. And someday in the future, he will meet an amazing woman and he will fall in love and he will then treat her even better than he treated his mama. So there we are in the car, and I said, this season of me being Cinderella is over. And he reached over and grabbed my hand and squeezed it. And then, of course, he put his hand back on the steering wheel. And I said, you know what? I respect the man that you've become so much, and the effort that you put in to love your mom and to protect her. And someday you are going to make the most amazing husband, the most amazing man, and I could not be any more proud. You know, you may have young boys, especially if they're 12 right now, and you may be going toe-to-toe with them. I'm going to encourage you, number 1, to take the free 3 stages of Homeschool Masterclass, because you will see that it's in this flourishing and fun season that you really have the opportunity to invest in your relationship. But I'm going to encourage you, if you are butting heads, if you are going toe-to-toe with your son, or if you're a dad with your daughter, if you're going toe-to-toe with them, it is worth pushing the curriculum aside and investing in your relationship with your teenager. It doesn't matter what they love, lean into it. My son loves photography, so I took him on a walk and we would go treasure hunting at the beach, which we happen to live close to a beach. He loves art. And so I would absolutely sit and watercolor with him. And as I close, I will show you the kinds of things that happen when you lean into allowing them to have time to pursue their art, the things that come out of that are fantastic. And one more picture before we go. So lean into your relationship with your son. Lean into it. Find time to do things that help you connect with them. I'm not saying that they will be painters or sculptors or even, like my son, a master crocheter. However, the ability to invest in your relationship is priceless. And I will never regret the days that I chose walking and painting and just having conversation with my son rather than doing formal curriculum, because he's now 18. He is recruited to row for a Division I team. He's going to a prestigious school. So what, big deal? It fits in with his dreams. Even though he's dyslexic and didn't read till he was 10, even though he has ADHD, even though his spelling is atrocious, he has grabbed life by the horns and he is pursuing his dreams with an unbelievable dose of determination. But along the way, he didn't lose himself. He's still tenderhearted. He's still kind. He's still loving. He's still joyful. And I just needed to share that with you. Invest in your kids. It's worth it. It's worth it. And check the link in the descriptions because I have some stuff for you. So have a great day. I've got to go finish packing.